What's going on, everyone? So yesterday during the Pelicans game, we got some surprises. Spencer Dinwiddie sitting with Rob Pelinka, right? It just sparked a whirlwind of just, hey, Spencer Dinwiddie's going to be a Laker. Then you go into the post game after the Lakers got the win. First off, great win. Love that we impressed Spencer Dinwiddie. And you go and you hear D'Angelo Russell, and he's like, don't worry. Basically says he's signing without saying point blank he's signing. He says you're going to learn all about him real soon and stuff. He's going back with the Lakers in the locker room and all that stuff. And ultimately, we woke up this morning, and he signed. And he is officially, he has to clear waivers, and then he'll officially be a Laker. So as soon as he clears waivers, boom, he will officially be a Laker. But this is great. It's great to see the Lakers acquire a guy of Spencer Dinwiddie's talent, right? They didn't do anything in the trade deadline. We definitely needed somebody, some upgrade with some athleticism, defense, two-way play. Spencer Dinwiddie is a guy that can do that, is capable of that. He's having a bit of a down year this year, but I actually believe he'll pick it back up. A lot of his just non-production, I guess, which even non-production, he's still giving you 13 and 6 as like a fourth option, third option, whatever. But nonetheless, like a lot of his issues with Brooklyn is he was just checked out and he just didn't want to play. And it's one of the reasons why I didn't really want the Lakers to trade for Spencer Dinwiddie, because it's like if you go and you trade for Spencer Dinwiddie, he's given up on the Brooklyn Nets, like completely checked out, completely done. I mean, there were reports about it, and one of the reasons why the Nets wanted to basically just get rid of him. And so my thing was like, why do you want to trade for a guy like that? Because if you trade for a guy like that, what is it going to take for him to do that, right? We've seen guys like James Harden do that, right? And look, don't get me wrong, if it works out, it works out. But also, Spencer Dinwiddie is not James Harden. But if you can get Spencer Dinwiddie on a buyout, vet minimum, then yeah, you do that all day because it's so low risk, high reward, and he's going to be checked in for at least a good majority, right? But my thing was like, okay, if you go and trade for him, then you're probably going to want to commit to him longer term. So it's like, do you really want to invest assets and pieces and whatever else you have to give into him? But now if you get him for essentially free, even if you do decide to commit to him longer term beyond this season, well then, you didn't have to give up assets to go and acquire him. So I love this. I think it's just such a low risk, high reward move. This is a guy that can, when he is invested and he is bought in, as we saw with Dallas, be a 18 and 6 guy or 18 and 9 guy. He's even had seasons where he averaged 9 assists. He can be a defensive player. He's not like some elite defensive player, but he's better than all the guards we have currently, right? So he would be a huge upgrade in that regard. His ability to make plays for not only himself, but make plays for others. It's very impactful. It's very important, right? You need guys that can just go get a bucket when you need it. This is a guy that has shot almost 41% from three on several occasions. Can he get back to that? Right? We need him to be able to come in and be another burden lifter, right? Be somebody that can take pressure off of LeBron and AD and D'Lo and Reeves. And now you have this other guy that come in and consistently night in and night out give you some level of production. He's a guy that it's great that he could play multiple positions because he is 6'5", 6'6". So yeah, he could play the point guard, but he could play the 2. Against some matchups, you could even play him at the 3. Right? Again, just that versatility, and especially when you don't have Max Christie, Cam Reddish, Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent. Like, you're missing all of your defensive guys. You got to kind of get a little creative here. And if I'm being honest, I would rather Spencer Dinwiddie defending some of the guys that Taurean Prince has been defending because he's not that much smaller, but he's more athletic. He can defend better. And also, he has some familiarity. So I was pretty confident he signed with the Lakers. It just made the most sense. He's from LA, grew up a Laker fan. He loved Kobe. He's mentioned and referenced and has tried to get to the Lakers several times, and it just hasn't worked out. Lakers have tried to trade for him and acquire him several times, but it just hasn't worked out. And he has familiarity with the players, right? Him and D'Lo played together in Brooklyn. He's played with Torian Prince. He's played with Rui Hachimura. Like, he has a good relationship with most of these guys on this team. And so it's good that, you have that built-in chemistry, that built-in relationship, like that built-in understanding. Even though it's been a couple years for some of those players since they've played together. Well, not so much Rui, but I guess even still it's been like 2 years. But like even then, right? You a lot of times you just kind of get back. It's like, like if you've hooped, you hoop with your boys, you hoop with your friends, and you guys don't hoop for a while, but then like you start hooping and again, and it's like, oh yeah, like it never left. You knew where he liked the ball, you knew where you liked the ball, he knew what, like those are the kind of things that I think are impactful and important, and that will help this team because he has that built-in relationship. Personally, this is just me. I know some people might feel otherwise. I think the Lakers should start Spencer Dinwiddie. I think one, the D'Lo Reeves pairing is an issue. It's a concern, right? Just defensively. Also, yes, they were both excellent last night. D'Lo gave you 30. Reeves gave you 27. More times than not, it's one or the other. Right? It's usually not D'Lo and Reeves both giving you 30. Basically, it's usually like D'Lo will give you 25 and Reeves will give you like 9, and he's like 2 of 12 from the field, or vice versa, right? Like those are the things that are a problem. But look, Austin Reeves is just as good, if not better, off the bench. His numbers are that way. Even this year, right, when he moved to the bench, he had like a 5-game stretch where he averaged 20 something. It was maybe a little longer than that, but he was just killing it off the bench, right? Because for Austin Reeves, it's not about whether he starts or come off the bench. It's about the minutes and role that he plays. And as long as he gets the minutes and the role and the opportunity to score the basketball, he's going to do that, right? Even if he's having off nights. But to me, with Spencer Dinwiddie is he's the same size, a little bigger, but he's more versatile on the defensive side of things. He's not going to get destroyed and targeted like Austin Reeves does on the defensive side. On top of that, he would give you the same level of production and the offense side, but give you more athleticism out on the perimeter. Give you a guy that could push the break better, right? Guy that could play on ball, play off ball, defend multiple positions. I just think it would be a better insert. And D'Lo's playing way too good right now to move him to the bench, right? Austin Reeves also is not one of those guys that's going to gripe about it. Like, would he be happy to move to the bench? No, but he's not going to complain about it. He's not going to be like, oh, that's it. Where D'Lo might end up, you run the risk of losing D'Lo a little bit, right? Like, I know, D'Lo went to the bench and picked up, but he wanted to earn, and I feel like he has earned being in the starting lineup, right? And I just think you want to keep everyone as happy and intact as possible. Also, I wouldn't be shocked if the Lakers promised Spencer Dinwiddie the starting job, or at least an opportunity to start, and that's one of the reasons he picked the Lakers. Because if he goes to Dallas, where is he playing, right? Like, with Luka and Kyrie, he's not starting. And how many minutes is he going to get in that backup role? Is Jason Kidd going to run like 4 guard units and stuff? Like, I don't necessarily think that, right? So I think with the Lakers, one of your ends could be like, hey, you could start. You and D'Lo, you guys are familiar. You guys can pick up right where you left off last time. And so it's just something to that I think is. I'm not saying it's going to happen day one. I mean, it could. But I think more likely than not, what you'll see Spencer Dinwiddie join the team. You'll see him kind of get acclimated a little bit. Maybe the Lakers play, a handful of games or something like that with him off the bench just for him to kind of learn the system, learn what they're trying to do and operate. And then you'll see him get injected into the starting lineup. It's kind of my guess in that regard, which... Again, I am okay with. I think, however you feel. I know some people I've seen talks on, as it stands Lakers where, people are like, oh, well, Austin Reeves is still better or Dinwiddie is better, whatever, right? So it doesn't matter who you think is better. It's just what Spencer Dinwiddie is and good at, which is he has athleticism that Austin Reeves doesn't have. He's a better defensive player. He can lock in, engage. And I think if I'm Darvin and Rob and them, I'm saying like, hey, our biggest need is a point of attack defensive guard, somebody that can defend these guards and stay in front of the Jamal Murrays and the SGAs and, the you name them. Every night it's a different guard. The Stephs. It's just it's this never-ending cycle. So if it's me, I'm talking to him and going, hey, like we really need you to buckle down. We need you, yes, to score the basketball. Yes, we need you to make plays for yourself and others. Yes, we need you to do other things. But more than anything, come in here and just be a defensive guy. Play on both sides of the basketball. And Darvin Ham loves those two-way defensive guards, right? I mean, look at how much he loves Spencer Dinwiddie. Or, not Spencer Dinwiddie, Dennis Schroeder, right? And, he loves those kind of guys. And if Spencer Dinwiddie wants to play a ton of minutes, the way he could play a ton of minutes is by being that guy. Being that point of attack, get after it, on ball, lock down defensively, right? I'm not saying he's elite or anything like that, but again, he's better than both D'Lo and Reeves. Or he should be at least. So if he can come in and do that and be that guy and really just make sure he's focused on both sides of the basketball, the Lakers are going to be in really good shape. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Are you excited for Spencer Dinwiddie? Do you like the idea of Dinwiddie? Do you think that he's going to make a real impact? Do you think he'll just be kind of another piece? Personally, I love this. I think I'm not saying he's going to all of a sudden make the Lakers the best team in the league. But I do think he's a guy that can make a significant impact. Talking about a legit 17-6, 17-7 guy minimum, who is a legit starting level, known as a two-way guard. He wasn't making $20 million a year because he was some bum, right? He was making $20 million a year because he was a starting level combo guard in this league that could go and get you 20 on any given night. We need that. I mean, he dropped 20 on us with ease. And this was when reports were coming out that he gave up on the Nets and he was just showing up for a paycheck. So he basically, in autopilot, dropped 20 on the Lakers. It's a good sign. Now he's playing for the Lakers. But anyway, again, let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.